And chickens are what folks are clucking about in Sumter after a new ordinance has passed. The city council has been discussing revising the current fowl ordinance for weeks, and some new guidelines for owning chickens within the city limits have just been approved. So this could change things for folks. News 19's Sam Perez explains.
They are my girls. They're my little friends with feathers.
Macy Krause has lived in Sumter for 6 years, where she decided to hatch her own chickens.
You know, you have dogs and you have cats, but not everyone can say they have pets as chickens.
Krause says they keep bugs and snakes out of her yard and provide eggs for her family to eat. But now, those pets are being regulated with a new ordinance approved on Tuesday by the Sumter City Council, led by Mayor David Merchant.
We call it the chicken ordinance, and it's one that it was stemmed from some complaints that we've had around the community, and we looked at our current ordinance, and it was real subjective, and it wasn't as where it needed to be.
In short, the old ordinance said chickens must be kept in coops with clean food and water, had to be 30 feet from the owner's house, and couldn't disturb neighbors with sound, odor, or flies. The new ordinance, however, is more detailed. Each household can have a maximum of 12 chickens.
If you're just using them for eggs, 12 is more than plenty.
And they have to be female. The ordinance outlines how the coops should be built and says they must be at least 50 feet away from a neighbor's building.
I don't agree that roosters aren't allowed because they're really not that loud, but I mean, at least I get to keep my chickens. I can deal without, a rooster. I personally was very worried that I wasn't going to be able to keep them, because they are my pets, they are my family.
Overall, Krause says she's fine with the revised ordinance. Merchant tells me striking that balance was the goal.
I'm real sensitive to this for the folks that really enjoy raising chickens, backyard chickens. We also want to be sensitive to other people's rights as well.
For Street Squad Sumter, Sam Perez, News 19 WLTX.
Well, the city does not have a specific deadline on when the ordinance is going to take effect, but they say that it's working with the current chicken owners in order to bring them up to compliance as soon as they can. And here's the thing, Sumter isn't actually the only Midland city that has fowl ownership laws that you need to know about. Many cities already have laws prohibiting roosters because they are louder. If you take a look at your screen now, as far as the fowl laws go, in Columbia and Lexington, residents are only allowed to keep 4 female chickens within city limits. In Winsboro, you can have 6 female chickens. And in more rural counties like Kershaw, the city of Camden allows up to 10 female chickens for one property. Statewide, though, as far as that goes, there's no laws on chickens.